All right, so this is for the new week. So I have some live streams I need to put in here because I follow Planning with Kay on Patreon. So she has live streams. So I'm just gonna put Planning with Kay. And it's like it. So today's the 7th. So it was at from 10 to noon. So I'm just putting them all in. I'm not gonna be at them all, but if I can join, I will. September 11th, and I think it is the 14th, the 15th, the 19th. This one, I have a Zoom at 8 p.m. And then, all right, so that's done. All right, so it's the 7th, so let's do some of the stuff. So, my daily check-in, that, it's not nighttime. I am in my food journal. I didn't do my blood pressure. I'm going to do that later. I did my weight, but I'm not going to fill that in. I did do some reading. And that is 100. Because for some reason, I've just been missing my reading. I don't know. It's because I'm off. And I've just been watching planning videos and stuff. I have a class I need to do today, but I haven't done it yet. Yeah, so we got that one. Nothing here. This is this week. It ended up being very busy just to get stuff situated. So then we're going into had a migraine, got my nails done, as you can tell. I was mad I had to cut my nails because the nails you saw, those were mine. They just had acrylic overlay over them, but I cut them and they're so short. But that's okay. That's okay. So now we're moving on to this week. And I normally take these out because they'd be in the way. So first thing is I have all my stickers put through. So Friday, the manager for the hospital I'm going to be at gave me a call and let me know what time I'm supposed to be there. Because normally they wait till that Friday before you start on that Monday to let you know, you get your email, your onboarding stuff, and when you're going to be coming on and who you're going to be meeting with and all that type of stuff. At the hospital I'm going to is small. It's a 50-bed hospital, which my last permanent hospital was 25 bed. So I've been in a small hospital. Now there are hospitals that were smaller in our system. One of the hospitals that used to send patients over, it was a 10-bed hospital. So you can imagine how small that area was. So she's sending, so she gave me everything that I need for that. So we only talk on the phone for like a few minutes because how it goes with the contract is you'll see there's a contract going on. You're like, oh, I think I want to have that contract. So you just sit there like, put me in for this one. So they put you in for several contracts at a time, just to see who's going to give you a call. Then they'll let you know, hey, I submitted you to this one. My recruiter knows what I like. He knows the area I like, so I don't have to worry about him. Sometimes he'll just submit me and he'll be like, hey, I submitted you for this position because I know you're over there. Cool, fine. I got no problem with it. The ones that we laugh about are the ones that are automatic acceptance, because whenever you are at a facility and they automatically accept you, that is never a good sign. That means something is wrong and they don't care who you are. They don't care about your credentials. They need you and you do not want to go. You just do not want to show up because it's most likely going to be very, very rough. So they put me in for, so he put me in for this one since it's close to where it's close to my house. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I had to go through 2 interviews. One of them was with like he was the nurse manager that's kind of like in charge of like the travelers and everything. So he interviewed me, and then I had to wait for the manager to call me. He said it would take 3 days. She called me back in 3 hours. So we talked, we laughed. We told me about the equipment, told me the size, what I'll be doing. I'll be as a generalist. I'm a medical lab technician. So I work all areas of the lab: hematology, blood bank, chemistry, urinalysis, coag, micro. What other ones? Immunology, if we have it, the infectious diseases, if we have it, I do that. And I draw blood, so I work as a backup phlebotomist. So some places I've been, if they need, if the nurses are busy or if they can't get a patient because it's a hard stick or something's going on, they call the lab. And if our phlebotomist can't get it, depending on what lab you are, your lab tech will go and draw the patient. So I've done that. So it's been a very interesting 8 years. But Monday, so I have to be at work Monday at 7 a.m. So then this will be training. I'll train for, as of right now, I know for a fact I'll be training for 5 days. After that, I don't know. Because when I do my work planner, I'll go a little bit in detail, but traveling, you pretty much should know what the hell you're doing. So I would have at least 3 years before you start traveling. It don't matter what it is you're doing as you travel, because when you get to where you go, you get on training. I already know some places I only got 1 week of training before I had to pick up a regular shift or an extra shift. Some places I got 3 weeks of training. It just all depends. And this contract is 13 weeks. All the contracts are 13 weeks. Well, no, that's a lie. So some are 13 weeks. Some, like blood bank contracts, are 26 weeks. So they want you there for the full 6 months because blood bank training is more intricate than regular. When I started my career, I started as a blood banker. I did that for 3 years before I started traveling. So I was good in the lab, and it's not that hard to pick up chemistry and hematology and stuff like that. You know, it's once you did it in the school, it'll never go away. So I'll just have this stuff here. So work, and I have to get gas when I get down there because gas is going to be cheaper there. I have to leave at 3:30 in the morning because the contract I'm heading to is 3 hours away, and I'll be traveling back and forth for like a week or two. Until I figure out where to get housing, because where I wanted to get housing, I told the manager, she said, no, you do not want to stay there. So I said, oh, good. So when I get there, they'll let me know. They normally do that to let you know where other travelers stayed. So I'm going to do that. So I'm not really focusing on too much, but it ought to be. I'm always excited. As much as I don't like the lab isn't how it used to be, you know, because medicine isn't how it used to be. I still get excited when I get a new contract because I'm excited to see what drama is going to happen, and then I'm excited to see the new equipment. You know, if their equipment's older, if it's newer. You know, I'm just housing, make lunch, because you fall in the trap of buying food at the hospital, and whew, it ain't expensive because we get a discount, but baby, that adds up. Housing, make lunch, guys. I'm gonna need, and then it all depends if the housing is more expensive for the week or the month, and it's cheaper for me to drive back and forth because where I'm at, I don't pay no rent. I'm going to drive back and forth unless it's snowing. Then yeah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that at all. So this is all. I'll check off any. I'm gonna write down a couple of goals for the week. Get off. to-do list is done. Just something simple. I'm more of a functional planner. I do have planners I will decorate in. This is not one of them. This, normally my weekly ones are not, because I need to write now. I need to figure out, majority of my planners I write in because I write a lot, so I decorate them after. Sometimes I don't do it at all. Sometimes I put in little decorations and throw it there. Sometimes I'm like, I ain't doing crap. I think my hands are ashy. Yep. I just finished washing my hair. And, whew, baby, I'm tired. I gotta work out. You understand me? My arms are exhausted. I have a hair mask in, so that's gonna sit for like an hour. Then I gotta take it out, rinse that out. Oh my goodness, then I gotta braid it. And then I'm putting crochets in. Oh man, it's gonna be a long, long day. So that one. There we go. I'm not doing a fitness tracker. Because at first I'm like, oh, okay, it's cute, but I don't always use everything, just like everybody else. You get a planner, you don't always use everything that's there because you have other things for it. So, products and goals, I'll keep that there. Here, Lucy upstairs growling. Somebody must have walked by. Somebody must have walked by. She did not appreciate that. So, put that there. Put you right there, just overlap. Alright, so this doesn't even go out here, but work. And this is going to go most likely till 3. And this is going to be, I should get home by 6 o'clock, because that's a 3 hour, it's going to be a 3-hour drive. So that's why, even though it's repetitive when I do my training, I don't mind. I don't mind, because I like to see the stability. Now, right now, it just says work at 7. So it may be a time where they're like, oh, can you come in at 8? Or can you get here at 6? Or can you get here at 5? So it just, when it comes to training, you never really know what time you should be working. And come on now. There we go. My hands are ashy. I can't do that. Can't be doing this. I'm struggling. There we go. It's winter time, so I'll be using Eucerin because, oh my goodness, my hands, they get so dry, so dry. Yeah, there we go. All right, so work, and then I'll be getting gas. Let's say, so if I get gas Monday, that means I won't have to get gas again until Wednesday, and then probably Friday, because I have a 21 Rogue, and if I fill it up, depending on where I fill it up, I could get like 560 miles in a full tank, and it's roughly a 360 mile round trip. So I could get, if I fill up, I could get down there, fill up. So I may not have to fill up until Wednesday. Yeah, so it should be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it takes $40 for me to fill up. So that's $120 a week. So that's what that one is. So that is all for this. I'm going to schedule what I wanted to do. So I ain't doing nothing these days. On the days that I travel, when I get into working, I ain't doing nothing. Does that make much So training. Yeah. Because I both forget. And because believe it or not, I forget to make lunch. Be going to work whenever I'm starving, then be like, damn. And breakfast. Because what I do is I don't eat first thing in the morning. So I'm going to make me a breakfast a breakfast protein smoothie. And take that with me so I could drink that on the way down there. So by the time I'm not making lunch, I'm just making my breakfast because my lunch would have been made for the day prior. Make breakfast. So here I'm going to, let's see, I'm sleeping, so I'm not going to do nothing on Sunday. So I'm going to prep lunches, prep breakfast, gas up, and I'm still doing my classes. Because no matter what, I'm finishing my classes. I have a Zoom meeting. And then I have something on the 14th. I think there's that planning with Kay. I think they put on the 14th. If not, I'll check it again. But finish that. So I think that's about it. Because I'm trying to see work, personal. And then my routines I'm starting in January because this is still training. So I can't really focus on the training because my schedule is going to change. And sometimes I have to be to work at 7. Sometimes I'm going to be to work at 7 at night, 9 at night. So I can't have to, my routines depend on my schedule. Because if I'm working night shift for like 2 weeks straight, I can't have an AM schedule because I'm going to be sleeping during AM. But this is just for next week. And then I'll show you what it looks like when the week is over with.